Hello, welcome back to the craft. I'm gonna do that. Hello, welcome back to the Craft Scraps. I am Lauren, and today we are making a super easy t-shirt. So SISER HTV sent me a package with some of their new sparkle HTV, which I am going to be using in this video. They also sent me some pattern HTV that I'm going to be using in a separate video. But this sparkle HTV is a game changer, you guys. You want to know why? 1, it irons on super smooth. 2, you can layer with it, and regular glitter you can't layer with, or you're not supposed to layer with, or it is difficult. So game changer. So today we are making a t-shirt. So I got this blank white t-shirt at Target for $5 buckaroos. So all you're gonna need today is your HTV, some kind of material, and then I'm gonna be using my heat press, but you can use an iron. Absolutely, you can use an iron with this, and I think that's it. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you always get notified when I post a new video, and I think that's it. So let's get started. All right, so this is the text we're going to put on our t-shirt. So, I mean, this part is, super basic. So I already have this one ready to go, but I'll show you how I got to that point. So I started by making a text box, and the first font I'm going to use is that cursive, and it's my go-to Magnolia Sky. And so I'm going to type which. And then for the please part, I am using the Cricut font called A Frightful Affair. And so I'm going to write please. So those are the two fonts I'm going to use, and I forgot my comma there. So for this script font up here, we want to make sure that all of the cursive is touching. So I'm going to ungroup it, and I'm just going to move the letters by clicking on them and just dragging them carefully, just so they are overlapping ever so slightly. So if you really want to get precise, you can enlarge or zoom in your screen, and you can kind of see now it's all overlapping. But it's not enough just to leave it at that. We have to drag and select all of our text and then hit weld. So now it's basically going to make it all one piece of text. So now for the please part, I think what I started by was I made this a little bit bigger, and then I just moved this up just so it was like barely touching the which part of the text, just because I don't know, I just like the look of how it's all kind of touching. All right, so now we want to again click and drag and click weld. So now it's all one piece of text. Now if you wanted to leave them separate pieces of text and arrange them however you wanted to on your material, that's fine too. Or if you were, printing a bunch of words and wanted to save HTV or save vinyl, you could leave them ungrouped and, just to maximize the most out of your HTV. But this is already so close together that it doesn't make a difference to me. So now I want to make it orange because I'm going to be cutting out of orange HTV. So I'm just clicking on my little text here, coming up here to my color palette, and I'm just going to click orange, and now we have orange. So for my sizing, I wanted to make this pretty big, so I think I ended up doing about 9.5. What did I end up making this? So I made it about 8 by 12. So to size your text, all you have to do is click this little unlock, and this will turn on your little arrows over here. So now you can kind of size it however you want. So that is basically it. So then we would come over here to make it. And for this HTV, we are using the SISER Sparkle. So we want to make sure that we turn our mirror on, or we're cutting it out backwards, because then when we put it on the material, that's when it'll be turned forwards, or it'll read, you know, from left to right. So now we click continue, and it's going to find our machine up here. And so for this, according to the website, we just cut this on everyday iron-on. So I'm not using glitter iron-on. This is just regular everyday iron-on. And I think the main reason is because it is such a smooth HTV. It's not like a rough glitter, coarse glitter texture. So it's really easy to cut. So now I'll switch you guys over to the camera so you can see how we're going to do this. All right, so this is the SISER Sparkle. So this is their new spark. I know the camera's not focusing on that label very well, but this is their new glitter HTV. So it's called Sparkle. And what's cool about it is, one, I think the number one coolest thing is that you can layer with it. So this HTV has like this glitter has like a silver sparkles embedded in it. You can't really see on the camera. And it's also like soft to the touch, so that's how it irons on. So I've never used this before. They just sent this to me, so I'm super excited to use this. This isn't necessarily sponsored by them. I'm not getting paid for this, but they did send this to me to give it a try, so why not? Just like regular glitter or regular HTV in general, I'm going to cut this putting the shiny side face down. So I'm putting this shiny side face down on the mat, and then the matte side, or the non-shiny side, down on the mat. So I'm just going to place it on my mat. And what's also cool is they also sent me this cute little scraper guy. My camera is just not wanting to focus today. So I have this nice little scraper, and oh, it's probably gotten super hot. It was under my heat press. They also sent me this little weeding tool also not wanting to focus on, but that's okay. All right, so I'm just gonna put this on my mat. And also this glitter, according to their website, you cut this on regular iron-on setting. So I'm not cutting this on the glitter HTV setting. So I'm gonna load my mat and going to cut. So not only am I using my new HTV, this is the first time I'm going to use my Easy Press mat. So super excited to see how much easier it is to press using this mat than before when I wasn't using it. Alright, so we can unload our mat, move our machine out of the way. And so now I'm going to peel off my HTV, and I'm going to attempt to trim the piece that I don't need so I can save it. I'm having to tilt it like this so I can actually see where it cut. Alright, so now, just like any other HTV, we are going to weed the excess material off. So I'm just going to peel up a corner. Oh, I can see what it means by like, okay, I can see what it means by it's like soft. Like I think other glitter HTVs can feel really rough, but this feels like super duper soft to the touch. So we'll see. So I'm making this shirt for my sister-in-law, and she is basically my #1 customer, and that whenever I need to make stuff, or like make content or whatever, like she's always you know, has something for me to make. So this was on her, she made me a list on Pinterest called Lauren Honey Do List. Like, you know, like your husband has like a honey-do list. So she has like one for me. So this was on her list of what she wanted, and it's perfect because it is like fall Halloween theme, which is, well, right now I'm filming this in September. It'll probably go live in October, so it, you know, we're right on brand. And now I'm just gonna go in and do the little middles. This I can't see. This is definitely my go-to font, is this Witch Please. And obviously I did not make this slogan up. You can find this pretty much on any Etsy store right now. This is not my trademarked saying. I have our Witch Please, super cute. So now I'll get my shirt ready to go and we can get to pressing. Okay, so this is not like a thing. Obviously, if you're making this for like a customer or something, I don't recommend doing this, but like how I like to do it, me and my sister-in-law are kind of the same size, so I'm just gonna like place this on here and see like where exactly I want it to lay when I'm wearing it, because measuring it when it's completely flat and putting it kind of on like a body is a little bit different. So this is just something I kind of like to do just to like get an idea of where I want it to be placed. So this is kind of like where I would want it. And so from here, I'm just gonna measure it like from the bottom of the collar to where it's about 3 inches from like where this top of this carrier sheet is. So that's just, it gives me like a real, like a rough idea of where I want it. So again, not scientific, not necessary. Don't recommend you do this like for like a customer or someone you're like that's paying you for this, but like this is my sister-in-law, so you know, whatever. Just wanted to show you kind of like my process because I'm not the most precise crafter ever. So this is just, I'm kind of just getting an idea of what it would look like on a person. Okay, so this is the shirt I'm using. It's this New Day brand from Target. It was $5. Honestly, like if you are just looking for a t-shirt, you know, you don't necessarily need to buy in bulk. Target honestly has so many great t-shirts. Like they are just the best. Like they're awesome. So anyway, okay, so like I said, I'm going to do this about 3 inches from the top. I've had my Easy Press on too long. It's like, are you gonna use me or what? I'm going to center this as best as possible. So this is a little less than 3 inches, so I'm just gonna move this down. Okay. And then I want to make sure it's as straight as possible. So if you don't have a what's this called? Easy Press mat thingy, not to worry. This is literally the first time I'm using it. All my other Easy Press or heat press or iron on videos do not use this, and I've been just fine. I just, you know, people were starting to scream at me because I wasn't using it, so, and it was on sale, so I decided to buy it. So anyway, not necessary, but it is hopefully nice to have. We'll see how this ends up working for me. All right, this looks pretty centered to me. So the SISER direction, oh, I was supposed to preheat this first before putting the garment on. Gosh darn it. Alright, so before I press this, I have to preheat the garment for a couple seconds with the heat press according to the directions. So I don't lose this. I'm just taking a white piece of chalk and I'm just lightly putting it on this white shirt. So I can kind of see where the chalk is, even though it's white on white, I can still kind of see it. So I can at least get an idea of where I want to put this so I don't lose my awesome placing. I take my heat press at 305, so it's at 305. And I'm just going to press this for 1, 2, 3 seconds. So it's just to like get it warmed up a little bit. Now I'm going to put my HTV back and I'm using my little chalk guide lines to help me. So even though it's white, I could still kind of see the chalk, so it's helpful for me. I just want to make sure this is okay. I just want to make sure this shirt was going the right direction. Okay, and so for this sparkle HTV, it's having us press for 10 to 15 seconds. So I'm going to set my timer. Oh my gosh. I had this at like 300. When I was doing my coasters, you have to press them for literally like 200 seconds. So hold please. So I'm going to do 15 seconds. So I just set my heat press to 305 for 15 seconds. It doesn't say to use parchment paper over this, but I kind of like to just to protect the shirt. So I'm going to use parchment paper. The directions don't say you have to, and the easy press, you don't have to with the easy press either, but it's just my personal preference. So all right, I'm going to place it and give it medium pressure and press away. And I'm trying to give it even pressure so that one side isn't more pressed than the other. I'll give it a couple extra seconds for good luck. And so the website says that you can peel this hot or cold, so I don't have patience, so I'm going to peel it cold. And like a glove, it peeled perfectly. Hey guys, there you have it. We have our super cute little witchy t-shirt ready for Halloween or fall. I hope you guys found this helpful. I'm just loving this glitter. It's super soft. It's not rough. It feels so nice. I'm so happy with how this turned out. Again, this is using the sparkle from, let's see if this will focus. Sparkle from SISER. This is their new product. This is in the sunset orange. They also have a bunch of other really fun colors. So if you guys are interested, go check them out. I'll link it all below. And I think that's it. So as always, happy crafting.